Greetings, it's Intuitive Jacob back to do a reading for all 12 tribes. This reading is going to be focusing on relationships, what people are thinking, what they are feeling, and what they're being by how they're acting, and also taking a look at what the common factors are. These don't necessarily have to be any specific kind of relationships, since these readings could be for potentially a number of people. They could play out differently, so you'll have to know whether or not these are your stories, and also know your own genders and whether these are applicable. They might not resonate. Also make sure that you're not just checking your sun, but your moon and your rising sign with me, because I am more of a moon reader. Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck for most of the reading. I'll be pulling 7 cards. 2 of them are going to be for what you're thinking, what they're thinking. 2 are for what you're feeling, what they're feeling. And 2 are for what you're being, what they're being. And then the center card, the 7th card, is what the common factors are. I'll also be taking a look with the Romance Angels Oracles card for people that are interested in things that might have a personal or romantic connotation. And in some cases, I will be drawing clarifiers with La Vera Sibilla. It's my Italian everyday oracle deck. Hopefully you'll find something that's for you, and I'll be catching you on the inside of your reading. Hello. What's up, Libra? How you doing? Mad thirsty. So, just gonna get your energies on these cards and do a little energy hygiene here with you. Be shuffling decks, seeing what we have going on in your world, looking into relationships and things where situations of importance may be further clarified. Going to be using these Rider-Waite-Smith cards. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we got here, Libra. We're gonna use 7 cards. What's on your mind? What's on their mind? What's on your emotions? What's on their emotions? How you're being, how they're being, what y'all got in common, and okay. Are you dealing with a Taurus somewhere? You might be. You've got this Hierophant showing up in reverse. For some of y'all, it's like planning something. It might not be a wedding. It's like some sort of coming together, though. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like try not to step on somebody's toes, especially if it's their wedding. It's like somebody already made their plans, and it's like, I'm hearing, no, mom, back off. Just like that. It's like somebody's laughing. It's like, mom, back off, back off. Huh. Okay, see, somebody's peeking out over here too. What is this? It's, what are we here? Oh yeah, somebody's start here. You're planning for something. The Fool here, showing up in reverse here too, Libra. That's a new start for somebody. And there's like this little, a little dog there. It's chirping at this person like, don't go upside down. And I'm hearing that might be like So he's like, that's my mom. And she's like, ankle biting. That's what they're saying. But it's like she can't help herself. She's excited. So, all right, here we go. Let's see what's on your mind here, Libra. Planning, waiting, something about July. Somebody's ready. And whatever you've been working on, I'm hearing it's more like 7 years for some of you, because tarot can be really slow. Like, I'm hearing it's like a project. This has been going on, and you've just been tending to this, and it's very consistent, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be a garden, but you do have the 7 of Pentacles showing up as what's on your mind. And so I'm hearing for some of you, this is like definitely about things that you're planning on doing, healthy lifestyle changes. I'm hearing for somebody, it's like just knowing, no, I'm getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning now. I just started because of taking care of your fitness and knowing you want to feel ripe is what I'm hearing. It's like, I want to feel ripe. That's what I'm hearing. I guess ripe means something good. I hear ripe meaning kind of stinky for some people too, but I'm hearing like ripe, like a nice ripe fruit. So I'm going to know if that's true for you or not. But seven of Pentacles, this is a really good energy for anybody that's been planning to do something. And if the wedding's not in July, it's like you're putting away what you know needs to be put away for now needs, because you have certain returns and you're able to calculate what else is coming in. So for some of you all, this is just a really good indication of how you're set up, because it's like your life is going to feed you well. You're doing something that's going to be prosperous. But I'm hearing, though, if this doesn't have anything to do with like a marriage or planning for some kind of business formalization with somebody, because it's like a joint venture of some kind. I'm hearing it's like somebody was being watched for their work. It's like how you've been tending to things, and they love your work. It's like somebody's been watching, and the only thing they haven't done is approach you with the formality of it. But it's like, I hear it's like almost pending, but it's not, because you haven't heard about it yet sometimes. But it's almost like a pending invitation to partner up with somebody. It's like a creative venture, because they see how well you're doing. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles in reversed. So they don't have to be withholding. I'm hearing for somebody, this is just they're thinking about making somebody an offer or putting them on that throne, or that pedestal. But whoever you're dealing with here, I just keep hearing pending. It's like pending something. If it's not pending, though, they might be frustrated, because it's like they're ready to do something, and it's like somebody's waiting for... They might be waiting for their parent to be like, yeah, you can do that. So this could be you, Libra. Maybe you're waiting on your parent to like tell you, yeah, here's our authorization, and your fiance is great. We love what he's doing, and he asked for your hand is what I'm hearing. And it's like, okay. But it could be reversal too. It could be like your child like waiting, like, mom, I just keep hearing that and just being like, hand it over, This person, though, this Queen of Pentacles, most likely, if this is an actual person that you're dealing with, they could be strong in earth element, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. But I'm hearing in some situation, it's like you might not know how they're looking at you. It's like somebody is very interested in some of these situations right now. Somebody is very interested in, it's like what you can nurture further with another person. It doesn't have to be romantic. I mean, it's a really nurturing energy is what it is. But what I'm seeing is it's like the other person just doesn't even notice. It's like they haven't even noticed, and I don't know if they're like struggling with their finances or something, but it's like something hasn't clicked yet on that level. So I'm hearing for somebody, like, especially if it's like a romantic thing, it's like the person just doesn't, they have no clue that you're looking at them like admiringly, like, wow, look at how this person has enriched themselves, you know. They don't really see that. They're kind of like maybe not feeling grounded, because if they're like this, their world is pretty much complete, you know. That's the queen. Her money's good, her life is good. She shouldn't have to get up and run around, you know, not necessarily on the rat race. This way, it might be like working really hard, or maybe like not realizing that they're as efficient as they could be, or being seen more efficiently than they're giving themselves credit. Because I've sometimes seen this be like a person that beats themselves up sort of thing, and it can be a little narcissistic, you know. Like, you ever been around somebody that's just like, oh, everybody hates me, or I'm so this, I'm so that, and it's negative. And in addition to that, it's kind of like the assumption is that everybody has this opinion about them, and so it's kind of a weird, sort of needy, I'm hearing. But for some of you, it's like, I'm hearing if this is like a friendship thing, you might have a friend that needs to know that that thing that you have manifested there at your feet had something to do with what they were tending to. Because I'm hearing for some of you, it's like knowing that something you're doing or something you have that's working out also had a contribution from this person. And so it's like they might not be sitting around waiting for it. I don't see them thinking about it at all. I think it's just somebody that might not realize they're appreciated, is how I'm hearing it. Okay, so let's see what's going on emotionally here with you. Got Justice in the upright. So for some of you, it's like wanting to show somebody appreciation and wanting to do the right thing. This is also a lot of Libra style energy for me too. So this is very much your style energy showing up here in the center of your emotions, Libra, which is great. That's a good thing to see. Justice upright is always a good thing. Emotionally, it's definitely not like a romantic energy. However, seeing here with the Hierophant, I'm kind of hearing about somebody that's like, we've been together, and it's like, we're like everything but married. It's like going and having the emotional like desire to formalize that with paperwork. And I'm hearing for somebody, it might just be fast, and it could be with the Queen of Pentacles that normally would move slow, that's suddenly inclined to move much quicker, which is sometimes what happens when you see that energy on their mind. Like, they might just not do the slow waiting thing, especially if they've been in a situation with you for a period of time that they might consider a pickle. And they're like, give me the Rickroll, you know? Rickroll me right here. But I'm hearing this person here very well. I'm getting a lot of Taurus influence just because there's this Hierophant here, month of 5, and the Queen of Pentacles, but it doesn't have to be Taurian people. But there's definitely a lot of Earth element here. What's going on with them? Death. So, okay. Well, this might be waiting on paperwork too, because the Justice here and the Death, there were some things coming up about rite of passage with somebody's inheritance with a maternal or matriarchal figure that was coming up, I think, with the Gemini readings. You might want to check those, especially if you're dealing with Gemini here, Libra. But I'm hearing for somebody else, this is just, when you've got Death, it's Major Arcana, it's 13, showing up on someone's emotions. This is everything coming to a change right here. That is an absolute change. And that might be what this looks like. Maybe you lost somebody, and I'm really sorry if it was your mother or somebody dear to you, because I'm hearing for somebody this is like somebody's mother having passed and being on their mind, or a matriarchal figure. It's like a maternal figure in the family, and the things that inevitably have to change because of that person's passing, that they're no longer there. It doesn't have to be a physical death. Sometimes, you know, the emotional death is very severe for many of us too, and especially for somebody who might have been very fixed in their way. If you're dealing with somebody who's really fixed about how they do things, like Queen of Pentacles, she's lovely, and let's be real, she is not going to change her ways for anybody. You know, it's like she's going to do what she needs to do. She knows what she's got going on and all that, and if she's upside down like this, she might just be like, wow, having a metamorphosis. And it's like, if she found herself at this death point where it's like something had to change, she might be feeling radical, put it that way. She could be feeling radical, and somebody could be taking a step back here and even just taking a look to see what she's going to do, because it could be out of character. Queen of Pentacles doesn't just get up and run around doing things willy-nilly, put it that way. So something is changing here. So what's going on with you? Alright, how you're being. Ace of Cups in reverse. That's a new start in love right here. That's some kind of offer of love coming in, and it's showing up in reverse here, like something a little bit blocked. I'm here for somebody, it's literally, it's like you don't know this is coming. You just don't know this is coming. This has been planned, and while your back's been turned, you've been doing all this stuff. You know, I got this secret plan, and I haven't done it yet, but it's what somebody's planning here. And I'm hearing for somebody, it's like how they're offering assistance, like especially if this is a situation with parents or relatives wanting to offer their support. And people get married in the warmer months, and it's at least here in the Western world, we're in the warmer months, and so a lot of weddings and things being planned. And hearing for somebody, it's maybe not so secret assistance from, you know, the maternal hand that could come in and offer whatever this token is that hasn't quite yet gone yet. And I'm hearing for somebody, it's like how you want to get married. It's like somebody's just like, I need to do it my way, and then we do it that other way. And you'll know if that's the case. You know, sometimes people will elope or sign private documents or do a private ceremony or something smaller first before they actually have like the big shindig for various different reasons. Let's see how this other person's being with you, Libra. 6 of Pentacles. Actually, I like this. So this could be going on very much in real time too. 6 of Pentacles, upright. We are in the month of 6. So this could kind of like be the status quo current balancing act. But I'm seeing somebody here that's got the willingness to be in line with whatever this emotional desire is that you're having here, because this justice here, this person looks like they're doing the same thing here. It's like the same person is how they're showing it to me. It doesn't have to be the same person, but I'm hearing for somebody, it's like showing that, especially if you were wanting to bring something into focus, either with an offer of admiration, an acknowledgement, or we're considering how to make a gift offer with somebody. It's like they're open to it here. And I see it too, like if this person that maybe didn't have the willingness to make changes is suddenly feeling moved to change, or if you're looking at maybe asking them if if you wanted to move a relationship to some formal level, it doesn't have to be romantic here. I'm not even talking romantic right now, but like a partnership. I'm hearing about it, like some kind of partnership here that the person's going to see that it's like it's balanced, where, you know, they're going to want to get involved with this, and that they can even see it being benefic to other people who might be needy, if that's not even just them themselves. But I'm seeing in another case too, where it's literally like this person, I want to say they're like marrying for money, because that's not really how it's being shown to me, but I am seeing that it's like they might do better in this relationship because of the generosity that's there. But I don't see it like being why they were consumed by it, but it's literally like, it looks like they're being set up a little bit, like whoever this, there's somebody, and it might be you, Libra, playing like, you know, secret angel for somebody, or earth angel, or whatever it is that you do, your thing, where you're kind of interceding or interjecting and playing that part. And maybe you're an officiant, maybe you're helping somebody else get married, you know, maybe you're overseeing this marriage with like your daughter or your son. But I'm getting good indications from it, whatever it is. It did show up right here, and it looks like people are willing to receive. So, especially if you've been waiting to do that, I feel like it would go over well, if that's something you're considering. Okay, so what's showing up here in the middle? Queen of Cups in reverse. So, that's interesting. This energy can be overly emotional many times, and other times it can just be completely blocked. This woman, yeah, I'm talking to who I see there on the card, how I would probably call them if I didn't know better. I would say ma'am. But know your own genders and whether or not this is one of your characters. She, he, they, other. This person. It's really psychic, very clairvoyant, very much in tune, and I'm hearing this way, kind of feeling like an emotional frenzy. And so if you've been waiting, especially for acknowledgement from somebody, it might not be coming through right now. It looks like some of the emotional stuff is a little bit blocked, and as far as what's on people's minds, it doesn't look like there's communicating going on. It looks like patiently waiting, maybe not so patiently waiting, you know, or not feeling so grounded. And then we've got this Queen of Cups energy here upside down in the middle, and I'm hearing for somebody it's like trying to find out who this other person is, especially if there's like another woman sort of scenario, and it's like, okay, so I'm hearing, who's this bitch? And it's like, well, who are you, you know? And it being like one of these moments where somebody doesn't know if they want to extend themselves. And I'm hearing for somebody it's like, that might be why your parents involved a little bit too. They might just be like, let's just make sure, honey, you know, like before you go with this offer and your open heart, let's make sure that, you know, this is the one you really want to do this with. Because everything except for this knot has been tied, and, you know, that's what this ring is for, or what this offer is. So I'm hearing about like parents maybe guiding a child or a child style figure about love on that. And for other people, it's just like knowing whether or not how you approach somebody about who they are or what their part of your life is done in a way that they can feel good about too. Because I feel like sometimes when you're offering somebody credit, it's like you can almost seem like you're like patronizing them, especially if they don't look at them that way, themselves that way, or if they have a little bit of like challenges with their emotions, like with their self-esteem is what I'm hearing. So I want to keep that in mind.